Tenno. Recently, I have been plagued by strange visions of the infestation. They're warnings from Koumei herself. I'm sure of it. Krona Meta. Come see me in Cetus. Together, we can overcome a terrible fate. Be well.
We'll go ahead and make this quick. Upon being released from Warframe Purgatory, I found myself awfully busy. In addition to getting Sevagoth Prime, and in the process of ranking him up and trying to decide how I feel about his kit and him in general, they released a new frame, Koumei, the Gambler frame. Now, I've been known to enjoy a good bet here and there, so I thought, you know what, I'll grab this frame while it's hot off the presses. She came out literally today at the time of this recording. And, thematically, she fits. Stylistically, she fits. Lore-wise, she fits in the world of Warframe. But I'm a little bit concerned about how she fits into Warframe mechanically. Her whole theory kind of revolves around RNG, and that's expressed in Warframe by a dice. Every time she uses her ability, she rolls a dice, and depending on how well or poor you do, determines what her abilities do and how effective they are. There's also another element to her where she has these weird mini tasks that she has to complete in order to get buffs that stack. Now, stacking buffs in infinite game modes in Warframe are actually really good. It seems like it'll be very overpowering. But I'm really concerned with this being more of a distraction than any sort of help. During my playtest, for example, I got a mini task where I had to kill enemies while wall latching, and this was during a defense mission. I don't exactly make a habit out of grappling onto the side of walls in order to kill enemies, although it's been a mechanic in the game for many years now. So I kind of had to focus on that in order to get the mini objective done. But that was a bit of a problem because I was leaving the defense objective completely open for the others to deal with, which, depending on if you're by yourself or with an unreliable party, could be very problematic. I don't know what all of the challenges consist of, and it's really good that they aren't timed, but I'm worried that her abilities are too distracting from like your main objective and could cause you to fail the mission if you're not paying attention, or paying attention to something that you probably should be. In addition to the new frame, there's also a new game mode that you can access via Cetus upon answering the message that you get from Saya. I don't know if I just missed it or something, but the mechanics of this new mode weren't explained to me at all. It didn't seem to be all that complicated. Essentially, you're guarding two different points until a offering is generated, and then one of you have to pick up that offering and take it to Koumei's statue. And upon that, you're able to do damage to the infested Oni, which is pretty cool. But unfortunately, the infested Oni is just one of those infested centipede things that you can fight on Deimos. That's the name of that planet. Yeah, Deimos. So it's not like a new enemy type. At least I don't think it is, which is a little bit unfortunate. But the new mode itself is relatively simple. You have to do it in order to get her parts. I, of course, didn't do that. I used Plat to get mine so that I could have this video out while it's still relevant. I don't know if anyone's still interested in my opinion on Jade, but sorry. I got stuck in New War Purgatory, so that video kind of fell by the wayside. I like Jade though. Jade is great. Her number one ability is elemental damage base, which usually I tend to avoid. I've always had mixed feelings about elemental damage when it comes to Warframe, and the idea that you have to roll double sixes, I think is what you get. If you roll double sixes, you do all of the elements to all of the enemies that are hit by the ability. I mean, that's cool, but I guess the effectiveness of the element will depend on how much power strength you're able to stack onto the frame. I don't think that she's a bad frame or anything. I just have a difficult time imagining her being viable in some of the more in-game and some of the more focus-intensive objectives that Warframe might have. Because it's easy for you to get lost in trying to complete this or that challenge so you can stack another ability, or focus on trying to roll the right dice to get the effects that you want, instead of focusing on the breakneck speed that Warframe is known for. So, I don't expect her to be meta or particularly well loved, but she's definitely far from like the worst frame in the game. Again, she's just came out today, so I doubt very many people have her yet, but when you get her, let me know what you think of her down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in another video.